Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another Halloween tutorial. In today's video we're creating this super cool neon haunted skull. So if you want to learn how to create it, then please keep on watching. Alright, so to make sure that this makeup lasts me all night long and stays perfectly in place, I'm going to create a really solid base. First going in with a mattifying primer, then going in with some foundation, concealer, and then finally setting it all down. When you're doing this kind of a Halloween or a costume makeup look, it's really important to make sure that you're not going to get halfway through your night and your face is like cracking and melting off. So yeah, I'll link all of the products that I do use in this tutorial down in the description bar down below. But yeah, make sure that you set everything down really well and create a really sort of like one-tone canvas for us to start creating magic on top of. Okay, moving on to the fun part now. I'm first going to be taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills cream color base. This is essentially, it's kind of like an eyeshadow primer and it's in a really cool neon pink color. There are plenty of other alternatives out there. I can list some alternatives in the description bar if you are interested. But I'm basically taking this color all around my eyes, smudging it in my lower lash line, smudging it all over my lids, and also smudging it up over my crease and sort of towards my eyebrows. I'm now taking that same cream color base and I'm sort of just gently carving out the areas of my face that I sort of want the receding parts of the skull. So obviously the hollows, so the orbital holes and the hollows of the eyes there, also the hollows of the cheeks, and I also carve out some other areas around my hairline and mouth. To set that all in place and to create further definition and shading, I'm taking this hot pink eyeshadow from my Morphe 35U palette, just on a really big fluffy brush. I'm basically working that all over the pink cream color base to really set it down and also, you know, fix up any patchiness. I'm then going in with a lighter pink eyeshadow and I'm pretty well putting that, you know, on my forehead, on my temples. I'm smudging it all over those other areas of my face. I'm doing it on my collarbones. Basically just using this to add extra pinkness to the rest of the skin where the skull isn't going to be directly placed. Now with a purple eyeshadow, I'm doing exactly the same thing and I'm just using that purple eyeshadow to create extra definition, shading it into the hollow areas of my face. Again, the orbital holes there, my cheekbones, the hollows of my cheeks around my mouth, just the receding areas of the skull. Now with the black eyeshadow, I'm going to be very carefully carving out the exact kind of shape of my skull. I think the coolest thing about a skull makeup look is that it doesn't actually have to be perfect, so you don't have to worry too much about getting it perfectly symmetrical. You don't have to worry about getting it perfectly neat. Really, all you have to do is just have fun with it. Just carving out that hollow area of my nose. That's where I'm going to actually fill that one in with black later. And I'm just doing sort of like little guide marks around the eye sockets there because yeah, we're going to be shading these in later as well. Just using that same black eyeshadow, I'm now carving out hollow areas kind of around my hairline. This is what's going to give that skull like a real defined kind of look and make it look a lot more 3D. And it's always good to have a little bit of definition on the forehead as well to kind of pull it in with the rest of the face. The same black eyeshadow, I'm now shading those areas on my cheeks where we applied that black eyeshadow earlier, darkening it all down and darkening down my lips. Now we're going to start the teeth. Now the teeth is an interesting process. And again, you don't have to be perfectly neat with it. You don't have to copy what I've done here exactly. Just really have fun with it and play with it. I'm first taking that same pink cream color base and creating sort of very small little notches on both my upper lip and lower lip. Then going in with this pink liquid lipstick. This one is by Australis in the color Malibu. It's a really neon pink. Basically filling that in and drawing little teeth shapes. Now because it's a skull, we need the root of the teeth to be included. So you sort of do like a round a bit at the bottom and then you pull it up into a point on the top lip and down into a point in the on the lower lip. And to make this look super 3D and super realistic, I'm taking a bunch of different liquid lipsticks in different colors. So I'm using this purple one here. This is Below Pony by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Basically doing the same thing. Some of the purple ones I'm spacing in between the pink ones. Some of them I'm doing directly on top. And I'm also adding some of these liquid lipsticks to the eye socket area around my eyes just to add more definition and more 3D-ness. And really what we come up with, it's kind of like a watercolor neon skull. I'm making this all up as I go, so it's kind of a little bit all over the shop. Now doing some cracks on my forehead. This is a really cool way to make your skull look aged and sort of lived in and worn, and then adding highlights to those eye sockets as well. This is just a white sketch eyeliner by Too Faced. Once I've done that around my eyes, I'm going to go back and start drawing actual white teeth in. Now again, it's super simple. Don't worry about being super neat with it. In fact, the messier that it is, the scarier that it actually looks. We're not looking for uniformity. We're not looking for all of the shapes to be exactly the same. We just want them to sort of resemble teeth and have a real haunted look about them. Pretty much the main thing and the main key to this look is layering different colors and different textures to give a really 3D kind of artsy watercolor kind of appearance to the face. Going in with a black eyeliner now and basically drawing in between all of those previous liquid lipstick shapes that we've done, and then taking a black eyeshadow on a little brush and kind of smudging in the edges. Honestly, the more that you go over this, the better it's going to look, and just keep playing with it until you're happy with it, basically. You also don't have to do this look in pink and purple. You can do it in pretty well any color you want, and it's going to look bomb. So once the shading is done around the teeth, I'm going to go back in with a white eyeliner and just draw sort of smaller teeth shapes. See how the extra texture on top of all of those other textures and shapes, see how it looks messy, but it makes it look a lot more realistic. I honestly think that that's the trick to getting a sculpt to work. Now just filling in that hollow bit on my nose, adding extra definition to my eye socket areas, and just really fiddling around, playing with some black eyeshadow now to make everything a little bit darker, adding more highlights. That's the thing with, Halloween tutorials and things like that. It's just a guide and you are only limited by your own creativity. I felt that I needed to pull the chin into the teeth and the rest of the face, so I'm now adding some highlights on the bottom of the chin there, just using that purple liquid lipstick and that white eyeliner, and just really kind of playing around, making it uber messy. And then with another white eyeliner, I'm adding highlights to that sort of broken area on my nose, and also adding some little cracks to the forehead again. The more texture and the more detail that you can put into it, the better that it's going to look. Now I wanted my eyes to be super dark and creepy, so I'm smoking them out with a kohl black pencil and some eyeshadow and some mascara. And then the final touches to this look is adding some shimmer on different areas of the face. This is again going to pull attention to those higher points, and it's just going to make it look a lot more realistic and 3D as opposed to like a flat painting. Oh, and I also just mucked around on my neck and my chest, created a bit of a skeleton out of it to really pull in the rest. I'm obviously wearing a tube top, don't worry, the tatties aren't out. I obviously could have gone a lot further with the neck and the chest, but I really wanted the main focus and attention to be on the face. So yeah, once that is done and I've smudged it all in with some more pink eyeshadow, that is the completed look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween tutorial. Again, this is another really simple one that looks like you've spent ages on it, and it looks like, a lot of detail and hard work's gone into it, but it really hasn't, and it's completely achievable with, I'm sure, all of the products that you already have at home. So I love you guys so much. Happy Halloween, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!